Good afternoon and welcome to Better Call Tour episode 2, the latest YouTube sensation. Free legal advice from a car purely for entertainment purposes, allegedly. This new law firm was launched this morning. We don't just deal with legal issues at Better Call Tour, we'd also fix problems like where in the fuck do I buy alcoholic ginger beer in Canada? Our Google officer, Ruth, is very efficient in that area. I've got the worst reading glasses on for driving. Let me see if I can rectify this situation. I just wanted to go live. I don't want to be stuck in traffic this afternoon without people to chat to. Hi, Deb. How you doing? These are great glasses for reading. Shit glasses for driving. They're not bifocals, which I prefer when I'm driving. So I might just see if I can find my other ones. Hey, Francesca. G'day, Gorge. I deal with the serious legal issues. Hey, Out of Handmade Dolls. I will respond to your comments in full, but I don't know if it's the same where you live, but if you park in a car park and you pay the fee to get out, you've only got X amount of time to get out of the car park before you might be hit with another charge. Sweet dreams to you, Art of Handmade Dolls and stuff. It might just be me and Deb. Deb, if you have any legal issues, you let me know. Better Call Tour, we launched it this morning, but today is basically the soft launch of the firm, so to speak. I will be doing lives from home and, try to make it look like a professional office, but this can also be mobile legal advice. And thank you for your comments. I do want to respond. I just didn't have the time, so it's the end of the day and I want to get home to my cat. But I did give it a love heart. Give them a love heart. I'm your number one on that, honey. Deb, have you been having a festive after-work drink already? You're bloody amazing, which is great to hear. So I've got good feedback on the name. The thumbnail I used this morning was Sunny poking her tongue out, but I was actually a bit organised and found a photo of, oh God, it's all the people that work in the building where I work. They're out. We're going to have to honk. It's all the people from the union in the building where I work. Waving wobble boards. Hey, Lawless Corner. G'day, Mel Mel. Yeah, mobile legal advice. This morning I launched my new law firm, Mel Mel. It's especially for YouTube and entertainment purposes, allegedly. Better Call Tour. And we already fixed Ruth's legal issue. I served her stomach with a cease and desist, which it promptly ate. But we also found places in Canada where you can buy alcoholic ginger beer. So it was a very successful soft launch this morning. And I felt like going live at home. Can I stop in at your place? I'm going to have to honk. These are people in my building. They're doing the wobble board honk for secure jobs. Okay, defamation of character. Well, I can give you the advice from the car. Of course, all of my advice is completely unfounded in any legal precedents and made up on the spot, but get off the road, Chester. That's why I love living in Hobart. You leave work and people that work in the same building as you are standing out on the street. Oh, you like the name Lola? Cheers forever. I like it too. I thought of it yesterday and I was like, you beauty. I'm going to do this. Oh yeah, it's free. It's free, except there is a catch. I did organise the cease and desist for Ruth's stomach, which it promptly ate. But then I requested a slab of alcoholic ginger beer as payment. A virtual gift might be demanded at the end, but not always. We are pro bono, but we also like presents occasionally, virtual ones. You know, for the sake of comedy. But cheers, Lola. I don't know. The name came to me, and I was like, "This is your new business, giving free, terrible legal advice purely for entertainment purposes, only allegedly on YouTube to YouTube creators, channel owners, subs, members, lurkers, trolls. You want legal advice? You better call Tor. But if you also want to know where to buy alcoholic ginger beer in Canada, we can help you. I don't want to ever see that butt plug again. And it wasn't technically mine. It came in a subscription box and I sent it forth to you pretty quickly. It was pristine and never been used before people in chat start thinking, oh my God, Tori, you kinky bitch. Yeah, it does look like a clear run home, Deb. So if anyone's got any legal questions, now's the time while we're at the traffic lights. Because the second I accelerate, we may not be stopping. Pro bono, is that a working girl clown? Glad to hear it, Melbo. We know if it had been sent on to the next person on the list, it would have been used extensively. Lola with the jokes, there's Arvo. You guys are all good. I mean, I suppose I can talk about Mermel's defamation of character claim. It would be dead by now. It would be one used and abused butt plug. Oh, when you shiver, and your mum or grandma used to say, when you shiver, they're like, someone's just walked over your grave. I just had that shiver thinking about that butt plug and how Mel spared it a horrific short life by not forwarding it on. Oh no, I know you're serious about that claim, but it's hard for me to give you serious advice driving. Like, we're moving, we're normally crawling here. What's going on? But I'm happy to chat about with you when I'm not operating heavy machinery, Will. Although it's not an area that I'm that proficient in, it's quite a niche area of practicing law. I did actually want to go into the intellectual property area of law, but there wasn't a great demand for it. And in fact, at uni, the lecturer that took that class had a heart attack at the start of the year, and it was an optional subject, so I didn't even get to study it at law school. So while I'm unable to read chat, maybe we could talk about the plight of the pay it forward butt plug. Didn't it have a plastic purple Gemstone. You were very quick to request its company, though, Manuel, from memory. Although back then we were the only ragamuffins that were just completely silly on YouTube. We kind of still are, I think. Lawler can be silly, but he also tackles some meaty subjects. Why aren't more people on YouTube just being silly, you know? There's not many of it. I mean, there's Kay's Cooking, although she's starting to make things a lot better than she used to. They still look horrible, but she's come a long way. Please welcome anyone that's coming in, because I can't read chat because I'm not used to this free-flowing traffic after work. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, dude, I'm already doing 10 over the limit, so you might want to just get off my ass. I know it's cute, but can you not? My car's got a very cute bum. I don't blame other cars for wanting to get close to it, but sometimes it's a little too close for my liking. I might have to get Biffy's own butt plug to keep him safe from tailgating cars. The driver of that car is wearing a high vis, so, you know, need I say more? It's actually a huge. There he goes. Right up my clacker. He was. Our agenda is to spread laughter and mirth, though. We have an agenda. Swim against the tide. Be the Jonathan Livingston Seagulls of YouTube. That's the way we like it. I was bummed this morning. My audience got up to like 20 people when I got to work. I was like, no, why? I've been driving for nearly an hour. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I had great company, and like I said, Michelle P knows where to buy alcoholic ginger beer in Canada now, but they just started pouring in right when I got to the car park. Now, I didn't mention I was going to at the start. My law firm, Better Call Tor, there are plenty of jobs going, all unpaid, because the whole concept's pro bono. But you don't have to. It doesn't have to be a legal role. Like, you can volunteer to be whatever the fuck you want, which I think is great. But we've already got a chief Googler. We've got business development and marketing sorted. But my two slogans for my law firm, Better Call Tor, the first one is, you snooze, you lose. And the second one is, he or she who hesitates masturbates. Joe Wilson admitted this morning that she hesitates, so that was good to know. Good to find out. Oh, I saw Take Care, friend. Bye, Francesca. Don't hesitate. All right, we've got a secretary. Awesome. Oh God, you might be busy. I'm going to keep a logbook of all of the, like a little database of all of the cases we solve, all the advice we give. The list isn't very long yet, so if I started tonight, we'll be sitting pretty. So yeah, the two cases that we dealt with this morning, one was to serve Ruth's stomach with a cease and desist to stop eating so much food. And what did it do? It ate the cease and desist. I did actually give legitimate legal opinion on how pointless cease and desist letters are and why you're better off spending a couple of $100 getting a law firm to write a letter, because people see legal letterhead and they freak the fuck out and stop doing what they're doing. But a little template cease and desist from that you find online that doesn't get endorsed by a magistrate or anyone in a court has no legal effect at all. Oh, we'll be doing actual court case. Yeah, look, anything. We'll be doing anything that has some sort of legal or helpful, because we are on the side of it. We are also a problem-solving organisation. So Michelle P was desperate to try alcoholic ginger beer, but didn't think she could get it in Canadian. And Ruth, while her stomach was chewing on the cease and desist letter, did a bit of Googling and found shitloads of bottle shops that delivered and all sorts of stuff. It was brilliant. Are you taking notes, Mel? Or guilty, hang him. Hang who? The ute driving tailgater? All right, let's hang him. Well, you're fully qualified, Mel. I mean, the lawyers in Better Call Tor will most likely all have law degrees off the back of a cornflakes box, except for mine. But I do have a disclaimer that everything that happens on Better Call Tor is for entertainment purposes only, allegedly. You make your own letterhead. Lawler and Lawler. I love it. It could have been Lawler Cubed and Associates. But it does, you're right. Legal letterhead. People suddenly stop being fuckwits. But on YouTube, I found a cease and desist template on Google and filled it in and sent it off, and they're still going live calling me a cunt every 5 minutes. So now it's time to bring in the real lawyers. Well, just get a real lawyer first off, or do what Lawler does and make your own legal looking letterhead. You'll be surprised how many people stop being knobs. It's very effective. It's 60 through here. You clearly don't give a fuck. Good on you. Oh, you aggro little fucking fucker. I mean, you could seriously do legal letterhead from Knobsworth, Munted and Fucky McFuckface, and people would probably think it was legit. As long as you use that old-fashioned sort of Times New Roman font and put a lot of things on there, like a DX number, which is, you know, a legal thing. Aggressive young drivers this evening. I'm wedged between two. I've now got ones behind me as well that don't understand the concept of merging. I do remember when you did that. Was so funny, Mel, about Vinnie G. They were great. Their response was epic. It was Alan's, wasn't it? About their snakes. That was gold. Doxing is illegal. But I mean, if the elements are met, that's the problem with YouTube too. Who's been doxxed? Did I just dox someone? What are you talking about, Lawler's Corner? But doxing's only illegal if you can prove this intent, which is why you should never listen to a YouTuber talking about doxing, because 90% of the time it isn't malicious intent. Don't get me wrong, there are people that will drop everyone's name, address, phone number, whatever, in chat, and it clearly has malicious intent. But me saying Michelle P lives in Canada, for example, isn't doxing, because there's nothing malicious about it. And it's actually crucial to the story. Oh, DX, dox. Aha! No, it's missing an O, you idiot. Yeah, and the response you got was so good. I like lawyers with senses of humour. Most lawyers do, weirdly. You kind of have to, because you're listening to people's problems all day. If you don't laugh, you go insane. Although, oh my God, I got the model client today. I'm stoked. Well, not today. I've been chatting to him for a couple of weeks, but today something happened that is essentially guaranteed he is going to succeed in every court on his claim, because his employers are really stupid. And they essentially admitted liability in writing. It's brilliant. And it's very rare. Was it 3 or 2? I thought it was 2, but maybe it was 3. There was no malicious intent, though, so I didn't dox you. I just said something and then went, fuck. And I didn't know the backstory the first time either, so, you know. I've been cautious ever since. It's a story. I've so added one extra. Yeah, rule of 3. Always got to have 3. Go for 4, tell us again. Nah, not on my watch. I'm a law firm now. Client confidentiality is very important, and my secretary has access to the sharp, pointy letter opener, and she will stick it in my forehead. You're inciting murder. But yeah, how cool is that? Like, it's so rare to get a client who is alleging things that have happened to them, to then be handed the Holy Grail, the golden chalice in writing from his employer, essentially admitting liability for everything. And this is a guy who's got 3 cases, and he's going to win all of them because of that one letter. Hey, Grandma Ducky. Oh, that's meant to be quack, 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 quack. Stop doxing me. Oh, you've been using your fucking teeth. Yeah, because I think the marketing and business development manager's got it on her desk. You need to speak to Shanna. So I'm very excited, because every time I speak to this guy, it's just like justice will be done. But interestingly, his motivation behind everything is so that what happened to him doesn't happen to anyone else. Bless him. We love him. He is the best client I've had in a long time, because there is nothing unwinnable now about his cases at all. I'm so excited for him. Okay, Chris Rockland needs a lawyer. Well, maybe Will Smith does too. I did actually grab that bit of news. I got a little alert drop down, and it had the video, and I was able to watch it. I would have thought Will Smith is the one that might be needing the lawyer. Just saying. All right, so Chris Rock is, I don't know if he was hosting the whole event or if he was just introducing the best documentary, but he was picking people out in the audience and making some jokes. And then he mentioned Will Smith and then looked at Jada Pinkett Smith, who's got alopecia, and said, Jada, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next G.I. Jane movie, because if you remember G.I. Jane, the first one was Demi Moore and she had a shaved head. And she put her head down and was shaking her head when he said it. And then the next thing, Will Smith jumped up onto the stage and slapped Chris in the face. And then the US audiences, the audio was beeped out, but everyone around the world got to hear it. And Will Smith went back to his seat and yelled out, "Leave my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." And then Will won Best Actor, and when he gave his speech, he apologised for what he did. But I think in a courtroom, Will Smith is way more likely to be found guilty of assault than Rock is for a bad joke. Just saying. So, yeah. Oh, did he slap him twice? The video I saw, it looked like it was once. So he hit him 2 times in rapid succession, or did he get back up and do it again? I was packing up my desk because I'm working from home tomorrow and on Friday. I don't think it was. It didn't. Your comments are flying, chat. So, oh, he got up and did it again. Oh, well, there you go. I think Will might be in trouble for the second slap. If it were to go before a court, he'd be better to not instruct Better Call Saul to represent him, because he doesn't have a very strong case. It didn't look scripted. I mean, it was funny because, funny is not the right word, but Chris Rock the first time thought that it was all a bit of a joke, and then Will slapped him. I think Deb made a comment that I missed, but I saw the last bit about protecting his wife. Oh, so he yelled that twice. See, all I saw was one slap and then the "leave my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." Yeah, it is bizarre, isn't it, Mel? It doesn't look scripted, though. But the thing about protecting his wife, in his weird sort of apology, he kind of justified it because I think he won the Oscar playing Venus and Serena Williams' dad, who was known for being a bit of a hothead. The second hit was worse. No, it's very hard to take Hollywood actors and actresses seriously, just like it's very hard to take most people on YouTube seriously. Yeah, he did stick up for her, but the second time will be his downfall. But I doubt that Chris Rock will press charges, but the Academy might have something to say about it. Because he did say in his apology, I hope the Academy will have me back, and they might be going, oh, don't know. Don't know about that. Next time you might need somebody in the nuts. Don't know if we need you and your loose cannon behaviours. You can stick up for your wife without slapping. And look, if the first time, we all make mistakes, but twice is his undoing. You think it was a setup? The weird thing too is that I didn't know about Jada's alopecia, right? But there was an article connected to the video that talked about it, and apparently on Instagram she was very open about it and having a chuckle about how bad it was getting. And she seemed to be sort of, she'd come to terms with it and accepted it for what it was, which doesn't mean she's open to being ridiculed. But I don't know, if she'd gone bald because she was having chemo, bad move, Chris. But do you think Chris knows about her alopecia? Because from the stage, it would have just looked like she's got a shaved head. I got the vibe it was serious too, Grandma Ducky. Because I'm sure Will and Chris know each other outside of the Oscars, and there was no kind of. Dave and Wolfie thinks it was fake. So does Mel Mel. What happened to Chris's face? What do you mean? Do you think he's got a munted face because he was slapped, or do you think he's had some work done? I thought the first slap looked a bit piss weak, but I didn't know there was a second one. I didn't think it was. I mean, the dudes I know, if they were going to fight, they wouldn't slap, they'd punch. Just keep each other company and talk amongst yourselves and just running in to smoke some guns to buy some ammo. Because all law firms need ammo. First time slap, second time punch. Oh, I want to watch the punch now. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I'd run the provocation defence for the first one, but we're kind of fucked on the second, I reckon. I've got my ammo. And we only lost one person. That's good. That's good. I trust you've all looked out for each other. Was that U-turn legal? Yeah. I pulled over to the left, I indicated, and I turned when it was all clear. Plus, it's Sorel. We do whatever the fuck we want down here. You need a 45 and a swisher. Shit, I didn't say that. Yeah. I can do what I want. No, I don't. I'm very responsible. Yeah. Yeah, you do need to rob banks to buy cigarettes. That's why I bought ammo. Will's worth $1 billion. Yeah. Yeah, I do think Will's got some splaining to do. I think even if Chris provoked him, the problem with defence of provocation for Mr. Smith is that your response has to be proportionate to the threat. So if I waved a sausage roll in Mel Mel's face and she pulled out a spear gun and shot me in the head and said that I provoked her, the court would be like, she waved a pastry in your face and you shot her in the head with a spear gun. Your reaction was disproportionate to the threat. So, like, if somebody breaks into somebody's house here in Australia and they're not armed and you shoot them, you can get charged with murder or manslaughter because it's disproportionate. Yeah, relax, Will. Exactly. And does Chris Rock even know about Jada's alopecia, you know? Exactly, Melmo. You just grab that sausage roll and eat it. You wouldn't shoot me in the head with a spear gun to get it. You'd be like, give me that sausage roll, and I'd be like, here you go. Here's 20 I made earlier. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Will's reaction was look, I wouldn't take Will on as a client. I'm saying that right now. I would take on Chris Rock because Will responded not once but twice, and it was disproportionate to the threat. A lame joke. Like if I did a stand-up routine and told a lame joke and it made someone get up on stage and punch me in the face, it's assault right there. And I'd also get victims of crime compensation. It's a lay-down misère. Oh, we've got our marketing business development manager for Better Call Tor in chat. Everybody say hi to Shanna. Yeah, I agree. Shanna, I thought Will came off as arrogant as well. Deb, on the other hand, thinks it was romantic and he was protecting his wife. But Jada's a feisty little minx. She don't need no Will to defend her. She's quite capable of jumping up on stage and kneeing Chris in the nuts. But yeah, just putting it out there, Better Call Tor, we will not be representing Will Smith, but Chris Rock, give us a call. Just dial 1-800, you snooze, you lose, and we'll put you on the books. Hashtag Team Rock. Yeah. Exactly. We're going to be Team Rock all the way. I might do a letter to Chris Rock saying, I'm a comedian who has only ever found fame in southern Tasmania. And some of my jokes sucked, but none of them were quite as bad as your G.I. Jane joke. However, I'll represent you pro bono. Let's win this. Hashtag Team Rock. I just narrate. That was a letter I dictated, Mel Mel. I hope you're onto it and you'll send it off tonight. Thank you. Just remember to say to him at the end, he who hesitates masturbates. Better call Tor. 1-800, you snooze, you lose. Awesome. Look at you guys. I've got to write down everyone's jobs. I will be doing lives from the comfort of my living room. And Mel Mel asked earlier if I'll be doing actual cases as well. Yeah. But the other thing I'm going to be doing, and I need you guys, you're my eyes and ears on the ground. If you come across a creator who needs a lawyer, who's ready to go legal, give Shanna or Vino. Or a creator, channel owner, a sub, a member, a troll, a lurker, anyone mentions needing legal assistance, you need to tell them in chat, better call Tor, and we'll get onto it. I'll be doing a reaction video and providing legal advice to the creators and or channel owners. And if there are comments and you get a screenshot, you can even blur out the name if you want, but I will do advice, a bit like an agony aunt letter, but for rock solid shit legal advice that is purely for entertainment purposes, allegedly. Yeah, we'll do some mock trials. I'm down for that. But do I change the channel name to Better Call Tor, or is it just... I better not, because batshit. Maybe Traces of Nuts will just continue to sum up the channel, and I'll just put Better Call Tor as the topic, episode 3 or whatever we get up to. Hopefully we'll get up to 20. Grab the mayo. What the fuck are you guys talking about? But yeah, if you spot anything out there on the interwebs, let me know. Some of you guys and I chat on Messenger. Others, my email is smoothcriminalchannel, all one word, @gmail.com. Because I'd like to do some reaction videos. I think Joey Wilson would like me to react to the what happened to the 20K that went to the lawyers, and what are those lawyers doing? Absolutely nothing, because they don't exist. Yeah, that's why nobody knows who the hell I am, Mel Mel, because I've changed my channel name about 6 times, I think. You're starting to believe a medium about Summer Wells? Hey, I don't think you need help. I think you're better off listening to a medium than to the inverted commas true crime channels on YouTube. I mean, the true crime channels that I actually follow, and no inverted commas, the actual real true crime channels, a few of the ones I watch haven't even covered that case. I'm going to pull down at the beach for 5 minutes, just have a smoke and a chat with everyone. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of the launch of Better Call Tor, YouTube's latest law firm. Who died? What? You're not irrelevant. Mel, I can't read your entire comment, but so yeah, ears and eyes on the ground, everybody. Keep an eye. If anyone says anything about getting a lawyer, they better call Tor, and I'm going to do some reaction videos. It's heading into autumn now. I'm going to be spending more time indoors. And fuck, it doesn't look like it rained down here at all today, and it was meant to rain all day. God damn it, I'm going to have to get town water put into my tank. I hate that. I love the rainwater. Rainwater tastes amazing here. We're a very low pollution place, and where I live especially, it's the rainwater. Oh my God, it's so yummy. But then you get friggin' town water delivered and it's gross. Sweet dreams, Shanna, and welcome to Better Call Tor. It's great to have you on board as our marketing and business development manager. You just sip on that wine that Mel got you. Mel's onto the secretary role like there's no tomorrow. Yes, we can drink rainwater if it's straight from the clouds. We've all got like a filtration system in our water tanks, but nothing like the filters that you see attached to people's taps in their kitchens. And it comes, I mean, I get my gutters cleaned annually, and it comes straight from the roof and into my tank, and I drink it straight out of the tap. And it tastes like perfection. But Tassie's a very clean little island, and there's not a lot of pollution. But when I get town water delivered, you can taste chemicals and all kinds of stuff in it. Hey, the beauty of Better Call Tor law firm, Mel, is we all work from wherever we fucking want to. I mean, I'm mobile legal advice tonight, you know, like I'll be giving legal advice from the beach. The lead gutters hardly affects Tasmanians. Stop it, Lawler. Your tank's in it. Yeah, I know. And look, the water trucks are delivering from 6 a.m. even on Sundays at the moment. Like, everybody's low. Oh, pigs in blankets. Nice. A few people may not know what they are, Mel. You drank a cup of rainwater and had the runs for a week. Yeah, it's not. Depends where you live, but things are pretty pure down here. Even with lead gutters, you're just still pissed off that you froze your tits off on top of Mount Wellington because you were wearing Ugg boots, Mr. Lawler. I mean, talk about unprepared. Bless. It sucks too, because I reckon you'd actually love Tassie. Like, your personality, there's fucking shitloads of people like you down here. You'd be right at home. Characters. Tassie's overflowing with characters. I mean, you'd find your tribe here. See, look, now we've hit 10 in chat, and I'm home. I'll take us to look at the surf. It's not a terrible place. Best place on earth. The sticker on the back of my car says so, and that must be right. It's a bloody awesome place. It's the birthplace of Better Call Tor, YouTube's newest law firm. Pro bono legal advice that's guaranteed to be completely incorrect, but hopefully entertaining. Crystal Dawn. G'day again, Groover. Crystal Dawn has attended both episodes of Better Call Tor. She's already a fan of the new YouTube show. But that's what I'll be doing. I mean, I'm working tomorrow, but Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to be finding some clips of some creators thinking they might be needing some legal assistance. And I will be providing the most impractical, incorrect legal advice imaginable because fuck it. Everyone else on YouTube's a total bullshitter. So Better Call Tor is now joining them. If you can't beat them, join them. Look at that view. Oh, look how you spelled coal. Like Saul. This live stream has been brought to you by Better Call Tory. Because who needs a life coach when you can have a legal coach? Exactly. I know you're sleepy, Shanna, and you're also shit-faced because Mel gave you a very large glass of wine. In fact, it was a bottle with a glass fashioned on the top of it that you just poured down your throat. But sweet dreams, Shanna, if you do nod off. Candace Bly might need your assistance. Well, to be honest, like when Mel said, will you do real cases? I'd kind of like to do, well, it's a bit dated now, but if I'd thought of Better Call Tor earlier, I would have given Brian Laundrie's parents some legal advice, which would have polarized the community, I believe. Shark? Nah, the water's too cold for sharks now, although there are a couple of kids down there having a swim because they're fucking insane. One of them looks like they're wearing a wetsuit, but it might be a rashie, and the other one's just got shorts on. Can I put Candace in jail? And see, there's cases like that so many people have covered in such detail that I'd almost be better off not knowing anything about the case and just giving completely appalling legal advice rather than having a bit of an idea about the backstory. Shanna's got is that a bucket of water? The shark lawyer is in the car on the beach. Oh, I've got to turn my car off. Can't be having the car running with the cost of fuel these days. No, I'm a community lawyer. We're not sharks. We're humanitarians. But yeah, I would have given the Laundries advice and it would have pissed off most people on YouTube. In fact, to be honest, although I wouldn't have been such a wanker, I would have given very similar advice to their actual lawyer. We've got a prawn in chat. I'm still very fervent in my opinion of the Laundries in that I don't think they knew as much as so many people assumed they did. I think the lawsuit that Gabby's family have filed is interesting. And I think they've thrown every possible scenario out there in their lawsuit in case one of them might stick. $2.30 a litre where you are, Lawler. Down here, people have been paying $2.50 in some places. Yeah, but $6.90 is the gallon price. That's 4 litres. Whereas 4 litres here is $10. But $6.90 in the US buys you a lot more than in Australia. I nearly said, don't come the raw prawn with me. Grandma Ducky, you still like me? Thank you, darling. I think he lied to his parents too. We haven't discussed this case much, Shanna. You and I always end up on the same sort of side. But you've also got that sixth sense thing that is usually right. Grandma Ducky thinks Brian told them. I would have given similar advice to the laundries that their lawyer did, but I would have probably encouraged them to speak with the Petitos and the Petito lawyer and me present as well, because the lawyers spoke to each other. But that information, even though he said it numerous times, nobody on YouTube latched onto that and said, oh, okay, the lawyers have spoken. $6.19 a gallon for diesel. Ouch. Back in the day, diesel, but diesel lasts longer, doesn't it? It is. It's a massive dilemma. But, you know, I personally think he drove the van home to Florida. He told them that he and Gabby had broken up, and because she was scared of driving the van when they were traveling together, he offered to take her home. And the Petitos that are in Florida would have been able to collect it. And then he was showing signs. See, their lawyer said he was showing signs of grieving, which I think was a really bad choice of word, because people do grieve when a relationship ends. Even if Brian told his parents it was most likely a slew of bogus circumstances and half-truths. Exactly. But I don't think he did at all. I think he was clearly upset that they'd split up in his parents' mind. And then he decided to go hiking to his favourite place, and he stole his dad's gun because he had a mission, which was to end his life. And the reason they collected the car wasn't because they knew he'd killed himself or run away, as some people still say. The reason they collected the car was it was going to be ticketed because it was parked illegally. I think his parents went through hell, and then to have those screaming banshees out the front was disgusting. Yeah, I agree. I think they were scared shitless as well, and it didn't help that their lawyer was a bit of a tosser either. But yeah, people have been overly critical of them without any facts or evidence, and sometimes Better Call Saul takes the law seriously, and on this occasion, I still think that they were severely victimised, and not only did they have to come to terms with the fact that their son had murdered his girlfriend, but he also ended his own life. That's a massive thing for parents to have to live with. Yeah, maybe we could have a debate about it one day on Better Call Saul. I agree. I think it would have been a living nightmare and victimising the parents. I mean, if one of those screaming banshees had the misfortune of somebody being murdered in their family and potentially by their child, how do you reckon they'd feel with heels in the air, bloody out the front screaming at him? And the fact that his sister's children found out that their aunt had died because of the screaming banshees out in the street is disgusting too. But we can have a chat about it one day, Grandma Ducky, because I like listening to and I like even playing devil's avocado. I like looking at all angles. But for me, the whole time, all I could think about was Gabby's tattoo that said "Let It Be," and I just wanted those fuckers outside his place to let it be. And I actually put a comment under Hartley's video, and then she did a "Let It Be" with them protesting out the front as well. But it was actually discussed here over on Traces of Nuts. Yeah, the neighbours, I know. The whole thing was, yep, nobody ever wins in a murder case. You had to clip your kitty. Did your clitty have a clitty? Did your kitty? Jesus. Tori, go home. Feed your kitty. Eat dinner. Do things that make your brain function. Um, did she have a mat or something? Dreadlocks, like me. Yep, devil's avocado. But yeah, well, we could have some panel discussions too about cases, and because even Candace interests me because again, there's something you caught. What's on my mind? Not my clitoris, but thank you for asking, Grandma Ducky. Now it is, but it wasn't. Oh, dearie me. I'm blushing, but you can't see that, so that's good. What was I going to say? Okay, yeah, the Candace and Don. Look, I'm kind of in team, or I'm in the. Not that I've listened to her for a long time, but I suspect I'm still in the same group as chasing truth on that. Like, there's a shitload of persecution going on, and not a lot of evidence to back it up. They sold her, possibly. She's getting too old to clean herself properly. Yeah, stop talking about Grandma Ducky, Mel Mel. Um, I've got a my theory, because we all speculate and theorize, but I don't go live on YouTube 24/7 about it. But I still think that her being sold is definitely a possibility. But I also think that the church they were involved in is somehow involved as well. You love watching people destroy themselves. What, because of the clitoris stuff? One case, the parents said nothing and the other hasn't stopped talking. It is. It's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, poor little Summer World. She deserved a better life. They sold Grandma. She's gone. Look, I think she probably is gone because whoever took her realised that keeping her was a risk. That's the plot thickening. Oh, you loved the Clitty slip. Let's be honest. Lawler's Corner. You're making Blake's 20th meal for the day. Hungry, hungry hippo. All right, one more ciggy and I'm going to go feed Sunny Bum. She'll be over the moon. I'm working from home for the rest of the week. She's going to be like, oh, my separation anxiety's over. You're home. She's the best workmate too. Unlike Biscuit, who wanted to play and attacked me constantly, Sunny's actually really good. She just curls up and doesn't really make an appearance till lunchtime, and I give her a little treat for being such a good girl. She's an excellent office buddy. Yeah, what is with the crazy spelling? You nearly died? So did I. It was funny, though. Clip that, somebody. Candace has two channels now. Jesus. She's got quite an ego. I'm not going to lie. I kind of admire her confidence. Bit surprising, but, you know. Sweet dreams, Shanna. Sleep well, little friend. Thank you for coming on board with Better Call Tor. It's great to have you in the firm. Business development and marketing, you've got quite the job ahead of you. You're also going to be damage control, just letting you know, because there'll probably be a lot of that. But Mel will help you as the secretary. In fact, any employee, non-paid, of course, of Better Call Tor will be having to brush up on their damage control skills pretty quickly, because this is YouTube and we all know how things get twisted. That's a random comment, but it's an interesting bit of info. They fake cough to get your attention. We've got Barry the Seagull just here to the right on the post. Bazza. Hey, Bazza. Where's Shazza? Where's that slut you're obsessed with? Where's she gone? Yeah, I am slut shaming Shazza. She's a slut. Yeah, wrong show, Mel Mel. Your date is posting to you. Huh? What are you talking about, Lola? Bazza. Where's Shazza? Well, it's been a big day in the world of Better Call Tour, but I think we're onto something here. And I'm going to be, when I get chances, I'm going to be jumping around YouTubes and finding some little clips so I can give some solid legal advice. And yeah, we'll have some panel discussions and discuss cases and all play devil's avocado. The seagull humour is hard in the written form. Oh, my date is posting. Oh, Bazza over there on the post. Got it. Sorry. I would have thought my little clitty slip up earlier. You'd realise my brain has logged off. The second I logged off my work computer, my brain went on holidays. It's okay, Lola. I realise now that you were just yoking. You want to fight? I mean, discuss it. We can fight. I'm all for that. I love a lively debate. As long as we don't resort to, fuck you, you bitch. No, fuck you, you bitch. Shut up, bitch. Oh, Deb. She needs advice over removing a bird from the wood heater. All right. This is going to be rapid advice because I need to get home. I have a stop it, Lola. Now you've put that word back in there. I'm trying to get him. I have a cat I have to go home and feed, and a bladder that needs emptying too, if you must know. The best way to remove a bird from a wood heater is to put a shitload. Is it dead? If not, I'd take Lawler's advice, hire a rat. And that's what I was going to say, Mel. Just turn it up. Chicken for dinner. If it's DED dead, I'd just pack that wood heater nice and high and whack it on, and that little thing will be cremated before breakfast time. Grandma Ducky's in the same spot. Turn the heater up to high. Oh, it's live. It's live. Okay. This is how you get it out of the wood heater. You open the door and wait for it to fly out. And then you scream and freak the fuck out and run around the house going, help me, there's a bird in my house. And open every door and window, and hopefully that dumb bird will fly the fuck out of one of them. If not, you now have a pet, and you should call him Squirmy. I don't know why. That was just the advice I was taught to give in law school. Are you happy with that? Oh, surprise, surprise. I just got a notification that someone's talking about Summer Wells. How original. Well, yeah, a quick fire. It's live. We're not going to cremate a bird live. You would get a murder charge. So I'd be opening up their door and hope that the little guy comes out, and then just assist it to an open doorway, and hopefully it'll fly out. But if you're brave enough, and you should be because you're good with animals, you could get a little towel and just drop it over the birdie and pick it up if you don't like picking them up with your bare hands, and just take it outside and set it free. Feed it and meet your new best friend, or get your BB gun. Body disposal is a service offered at Better Call Tour, for sure. If it's suffering. get the gun. Deb, do you feel confident picking up a bird? That is the question. Or the other option is ask a neighbour. And in exchange for that stellar legal advice, we're still due for a walk down on this here beach. So maybe a rugged up autumn stroll is in order. You've got rid of the dreadlock from your pussy. Why did I expect that to come from you? Not even fussed about all the food shit. Now, Mel, you're good with birds. Can you help Deb? She's got a live bird in her wood heater, but she's suffering. See, I freak the fuck out with a bird. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Open the door, let it come out, drop a little towel over. You've got to be a bit gentle because birds go into shock and keel over, dead, very easily. You're not bringing your new pet. A wood heater, it's a cast iron box with a front door with a glass window and a flue, and it's like a modern day fireplace, but they're called wood heaters in Tassie. What do you guys call them? You probably don't need them where you live. Why did you put the bird in the wood? You're not helping Deb. Mel's pussy might have been suffering, but she's now got a dreadlock-free pussy. Well, there might be more dreadlocks, but yeah, it's like a modern day contraption. It's a wrought iron box with a door that you can open. You can adjust, yeah, like a pot belly, but yeah, like a pot belly. How the fuck did it? Probably down the flue by the sounds of it. But Deb, yeah, we all want to know. Why the fuck did you put the bird in there in the first place, Deb? But if you bring that friend down with you, it'll freak me the fuck out. So you better be on a lead. Exactly. She put the bird there. I rest my case. And there you go, Deb. You put the bird in there. It's your problem. She's going in to save it. See, she's got murderer's remorse. Case closed here at Better Call Tor. Thank you, everyone. It's good to know Grandma Ducky is the newest attorney at Better Call Tor. Welcome. Although here we'll refer to you as a solicitor. But, you know, attorney, but you're going to have to use the Australian terminology because we're an Aussie firm. But welcome, Grandma Ducky. Efficient, quick, solid advice, case closed. That was the advice I gave Mel, but because Grandma Ducky found the real crux of this case, which was why the fuck did Deb put the bird in there in the first place, her problem, case closed. But hopefully, Deb, the other advice to open the door, let it out, and hopefully it'll fly out your window or front door. And you can use a towel to also assist if you're not comfortable picking it up. She's got it in her hand. Oh, my God. This is live reporting. She's typed that. Yes, throw it outside. Exactly. Deb, throw it outside. I want to know what sort of bird it is. It's probably tiny. Don't flush it. No. Oh, Lord, set it free. Set it free. Why don't you, Deb? Don't flush it. No. Hurry. Grandma Ducky's excited. The smoke. Oh, Lola, it's out of the wood heater. There is a live rescue mission. I'm going to end this live as soon as we get an update from Deb. I'm impressed that she typed, I have it in my hand. She's sending a pic. Oh, my God, this is awesome. Hey, lady. It's a miracle. I plead the fifth. Don't put the body in the front. Yeah. The thing's got a heartbeat still, Lawler. I'm waiting for the photo so I can give you all an update. Yep, saving one birdie at a time. Lee D's arrived and is going, what the fuck is going on? Lee D, in a nutshell, I launched my new YouTube law firm today, Better Call Tor, where I will be giving completely wrong and hopefully hilarious legal advice to many of the YouTubers who seem to need lawyers at the moment, but also subscribers, lurkers, trolls. We're here for everyone. So that's it. And the motto of Better Call Tor, there's two, in fact. One is you snooze, you lose, and the other is he or she who hesitates masturbates. I'll be doing clips of channels. If you see anything out there on the YouTubes, anyone talking about needing a lawyer, let me know. I'll do a little reaction video and provide some solid, incorrect legal advice for entertainment purposes only. I wonder if that birdie realises how close it was to death via this chat. You'll make a promo? That'd be awesome. I need to get a logo too. I need a Better Call Tor logo. I need to plagiarise the Better Call Saul photo. All right. I'm looking at the bird. Oh, what the fuck is that? Wow, I'm going to put that on the community page. I don't know what sort of friggin' bird is that? It's speckled. It's brown. It looks quite happy in your hand, Deb. I'm impressed. I don't know what sort of bird it is, but well done you. Where's StreamYard gone? Oh shit, did I kick myself out? Oh shit, I think I did. Oh no. It was free. We all saved it. See? Another win for Better Call Tor. But it was actually Grandma Ducky who nipped your case in the bud. Deb, no, it's alive. It looked quite happy in your hand, Deb. I don't know. I think it would have made a cute pet. I've got no. What sort of bird is that? I booted myself to look at the picture of the bird. I am highly professional. Anywho, I need to go home. It was cute and it was saying thank you, and so it should. Thank you. Thank you, Better Call Tor, for coming to the rescue, and everyone, of course, I'm speaking Better Call Tor as an organisation, saved that bird's life. You're in fear of its life. I could tell, Lawless Corner. Oh, you've got to give Gary a bath. Cute. I'll post a photo of the bird on our community page. I've got to do some case closed. Another victory for the Better Call Tor law firm. We've got to plagiarise the Better Call Saul logo or something similar. Last drinks. Clean up in Office 5. Shanna puked. You guys are lovely. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for embracing this new law firm. And thank you, everyone, for saving that bird's life. No roast birdie at Deb's house tonight. That little bird has flown free, heading out into the distance. It could be heard saying, thank you, Better Call Tor and Associates. P.S. Your salads suck. And on that note, stay groovy, everyone. Best job you've ever had. I've needed a sign off. And on that note, he who hesitates or she who hesitates masturbates. Good night.